Stop everything you're doing and lean in, because the story unfolding at this very moment is a seismic shift that will change the royal conversation forever. We are witnessing a situation so volatile, so unprecedented, that it threatens to incinerate what is left of the Sussex brand in real time. If you thought the New York car chase was dramatic or the Spare memoir was explosive, you are not prepared for the chaos currently erupting on the ground at LAX. Multiple reports from eyewitnesses and high-level sources confirm a sighting that can only be described as a fleeing fugitive. Meghan Markle has been spotted at Los Angeles International Airport attempting to leave the country, but she isn't heading to London or Canada. The destination on her one-way ticket? Dubai. And that is only the tip of a terrifying iceberg. Simultaneously, halfway across the world, Prince Harry has reportedly made a frantic, high-priority call to his legal and financial teams, alleging that a staggering $12 million has vanished from their joint accounts. To understand the magnitude of this crisis, we have to look at the timeline. Usually, when the Duchess travels, it's a military-grade operation, blacked-out SUVs, elite security, and staged paparazzi shots with perfect lighting. But today, the private terminal at LAX was a scene of pure, unscripted desperation. Sources leaked that a passenger matching Meghan's description arrived not in a convoy, but in a single, nondescript vehicle. There was no smiling, no fanfare, and no photographers on speed dial. This was a ghost run. Witnesses describe a woman in a classic celebrity disguise. Oversized dark sunglasses, a baseball cap pulled low, and a heavy scarf despite the mild California sun. But you cannot hide from everyone. Trained airport staff identified her immediately, realizing they were watching an escape in progress. You don't buy a one-way ticket to the Middle East if you're planning to be back for the Monday school run. What makes this departure so chilling isn't just the disguise or the lack of security, it's the destination, Dubai. Why would the Duchess fly to the UAE alone, allegedly leaving Prince Harry and the children behind? The legal implications are staggering. Dubai is a global fortress for the ultra-wealthy, a place where privacy is bought and financial assets are shielded from the prying eyes of Western courts and tax authorities. If these reports are true, this isn't a vacation, it's a permanent defection. This screams of an exit strategy that has been months in the making, finally triggered by something catastrophic. And that trigger is the second part of this bombshell, the missing $12 million. Why exactly $12 million? It's a specific, haunting number. Financial analysts tracking the Sussex income streams know their deals bring in varying cash flows, but a lump sum of $12 million vanishing suggests a total liquidation of assets. According to insiders close to the Montecito mansion, Prince Harry is in a state of absolute paralyzed panic. The whispers coming out of his camp are devastating. He reportedly woke up to find joint accounts showing a zero balance. We are talking about their operating capital, the lifeblood used to pay the private security, the high-priced lawyers, and the PR machines. If that money is gone, the entire Sussex empire stops. Imagine the scene in Montecito right now. A prince who gave up his country, his family, and his titles for this new life, only to realize the financial foundation of that life has been drained overnight. The machine has stopped, and the partner he trusted is currently 35,000 feet in the air. But wait until you hear where that money was reportedly tracked before the accounts were frozen. He gave up everything: his country, his titles, his family, only to realize the foundation of his new life was built on sand. Think about the sheer gravity of Harry's position. Without the money, the security vanishes. The lifestyle evaporates. The influence dies. If these reports of an unauthorized $12 million transfer are true, we aren't just talking about a marriage falling apart, we are talking about a criminal investigation that crosses international borders. If that money moved through American banks, the FBI is involved. If the suspect is fleeing to a non-extradition zone, Interpol gets the call. This has moved past tabloid gossip and straight into federal crime territory. It's a betrayal of the highest order, suggesting that the salt and pepper shakers who always move together have been smashed into a million jagged pieces. While Harry is left in the wreckage, Meghan is reportedly 35,000 feet in the air, untouchable in a metal tube for 16 hours, cruising toward Dubai. But did she act alone? You don't move $12 million and ghost the country without a shadow team of lawyers and business managers. Were the months of staff turnover and difficult Duchess headlines actually a smokescreen for this very moment? Was the chaos in their team a deliberate distraction for a cold-blooded liquidation of their lives? The choice of Dubai is a masterstroke of legal evasion. Unlike the UK or the US, assets there can't be frozen in minutes. It takes months of high-level diplomacy. This brings us to the ultimate question. Will King Charles intervene? If Harry calls his father to beg for help, does the crown step in to save a prince, or do they sit back and watch the inevitable collapse of the Sussex Empire? The optics are humiliating. A British prince robbed and abandoned by his American wife. It's a scandal that makes the abdication look like a tea party. The fairy tale hasn't just ended, it has become an international manhunt. But the most terrifying detail isn't the money, it's the chilling silence regarding the location of the children. Prince William warned him, "Take it slow, get to know her." Today, Harry is waking up to the realization that he didn't know her at all. This isn't just a scandal, it's a validation of every royal warning Harry ever ignored. But let's play devil's advocate. Is this theft, or is it divorce planning? In high net worth splits, moving liquid cash to a safe jurisdiction before filing is a classic, cold-blooded tactic. To Meghan, that $12 million isn't stolen. It's a war chest. It's the capital she needs to fund a new life, a new team, and a new brand, far away from the wreckage of the Sussex name. She might argue she's just taking her fair share of the Netflix and Spotify millions, but doing it in the dead of night, while Harry sleeps, transforms a business move into a total betrayal. The scene at LAX confirms the desperation. Eyewitnesses say the usually poised Duchess was unhinged, agitated, snapping at staff, and obsessively checking her phone. This wasn't the behavior of a vacationer. It was the behavior of someone racing against the clock. She knew she only had a tiny window before a bank alert triggered or Harry realized the coffers were empty. Now, she is in legal limbo at 35,000 feet, but the most damning evidence is the deafening silence. Usually, the Sussex PR machine claps back within the hour. Today, radio silence. The phones in Montecito are ringing off the hook. The press offices are dark, and the world is waiting. When that plane touches down in Dubai, she enters a different legal universe, and Harry may never see a cent of that money again. The fairy tale has officially been liquidated. But who helped her move $12 million without triggering a single red flag? The answer involves a shadow team you need to hear about. The silence is deafening, and in the world of PR, silence is an admission of guilt. There is no way to spin this. How do you explain your wife fleeing the country with the family fortune? You don't. For Harry, the damage is catastrophic. He is the prince who traded his family for love, only to watch that love cash out and check into a first-class suite to Dubai. But let's talk about the $12 million. With the Spotify deal axed and Netflix paying only in drips, this could be the last of their liquid cash. Without it, the Sussex machine dies. No security, no Montecito mortgage, no staff. Harry is effectively insolvent, a prince stranded in California with zero access to his own life. This leaves him in a position of ultimate desperation. Does he crawl back to King Charles and beg for a bailout? If he does, the price will be total surrender, a return to the UK alone, and a permanent gag order. Harry is cornered, but the most terrifying question remains: where are the children? Meghan was spotted at LAX alone. Are Archie and Lilibet still at the mansion, or are they already being used as pawns in an international custody battle? If Meghan establishes residency in Dubai, Harry faces a legal black hole. In this high-stakes game, the children aren't just family, they are the ultimate leverage. The fairy tale hasn't just ended. It has become a hostage situation. But what happened the moment the wheels touched the tarmac in Dubai? You won't believe who was waiting for her. Harry's greatest fear was history repeating itself, but he never imagined the threat would come from inside his own home. He vowed to protect his children, but how can he fight when his resources have been stripped and his partner has gone rogue? Right now, thousands of internet sleuths are tracking that Emirates flight like hawks. When it touches down in Dubai, will she face the paparazzi, or will she vanish into a private villa on the Palm Jumeirah? This isn't just a breakup, it's an international incident in the making. The psychological toll on Harry is unimaginable. He built his entire identity on the us against the world narrative. They were the ultimate team, the victims of the institution. But if the person he fought the world for has turned on him, his entire reality shatters. Looking back at his glum faces and awkward body language in recent months, we have to ask, did he sense the end was coming? The missing millions change everything. It's no longer a falling out of love. It's a planned extraction of value. Meghan's choice of Dubai is a masterstroke. In a city where money talks and questions aren't asked, she is physically and legally out of reach. She is sending a chilling message. I am done with your narrative, and I am starting my own with your fortune. The United Front hasn't just crumbled, it's been liquidated. But wait until you see the secret connections Meghan has been building in the Middle East for months behind Harry's back. I am done with the West. I am going where I can buy the celebration. That is the chilling message Meghan is sending as she leaves Harry in the dust. This isn't just a move, it's a cinematic heist. Legal experts warn that Harry is trapped in a jurisdictional nightmare. Since the accounts were joint, Meghan's extraction might not be theft in a criminal sense, but a cold-blooded gray area of the law. She knows the system, she's navigated the fine print, and Harry, the man who admitted he trusts blindly, is the one paying the ultimate price. As we watch the flight tracker, we are witnessing the death of the House of Sussex. The progressive, humanitarian dream they sold to Oprah and Netflix is dissolving in real time. What's left? A bitter, expensive, and very public war over money and betrayal. The fairy tale didn't just end, it exploded, and the debris is raining down all over Montecito. We are currently waiting for confirmation on the landing and a statement from Harry's legal team, but don't expect the palace to stay silent for long. Every deleted tweet and PR cover-up takes hours to unmask, so if you want us to keep exposing the truth, they won't. Hit that join button now. We need to turn our attention to the mechanics of this operation because you don't move $12 million and execute an escape of this magnitude without a shadow team working in the dark. Who were the accomplices waiting in the wings to help her empty the safe? Let's look at the mysterious visitors spotted at the mansion while Harry was away. This wasn't a solo act, it was a coordinated heist orchestrated by a network of enablers working in the shadows for months, funded entirely by the very money she took from him. The fairy tale is officially over. The mask has slipped, and the cost of freedom was exactly $12 million and a one-way ticket to Dubai. The House of Sussex has fallen, leaving one man in exile and another woman in an empire of her own making. We will continue to track the location of the children and the king's final move. The saga has ended, but the legal war has just begun. Make sure to hit that join button so you don't miss the first leaked photos from the Palm Jumeirah.